How's it going, everybody? Well, we have more Elden Ring news, this time in the form of the upcoming Elden Ring Nightreign. In this game, we'll receive difficulty adjustments based on beta results. So, From Software has promised that Elden Ring Nightreign will include difficulty adjustments when it launches for PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, and PC on May 30th. These changes will be based on data gathering during its recent network tests. The team received a lot of helpful feedback regarding the difficulty, and the game director had to say this: "We've made some balanced adjustments to make the game challenging as you progress, but still manageable. Gladius, one of the Night Lords, has also been updated, so I hope players look forward to facing him in the final game." While the game director, Ishizaki, did not detail the specific changes to the Gladius fight, he also mentioned that during the network test, many players had trouble understanding the map, knowing what to do, or how to use certain character moves. As a result, the final version will include changes that present all this information in a much clearer and more intuitive way. Similarly, in the final version, players will be able to clearly see the weakness of each boss before fighting them. This will allow players to seek out specific gear and upgrades to prepare effectively. For example, if a boss is weak to poison, players can spend time fighting weapons that inflict poison to maximize their damage during the encounter. Elden Ring Nightreign is a multiplayer spin-off with a rogue-lite structure where teams of 3 players must level up, gear up, and survive for 3 days before facing the final boss on their chosen path. This is interesting to see here that they're actually listening to some of the feedback, and honestly, this is not the norm in Souls-likes or Souls games, and this is not exactly this, a traditional Souls-like or Souls game either, but when it comes to trying to make things a bit more clear, more understandable in terms of the world, this is actually a bit surprising to me, just because these games traditionally like to not be direct with the storytelling. They like you to figure stuff out on your own, find things in the environment, listen to certain words that are talked about by characters, things like that, defeating certain bosses to give you more story bits. And you can only get so much from certain cutscenes, right? Because there's very few cutscenes overall compared to other type of RPGs. So the fact that they're trying to, and I imagine the lore is still going to be like sort of hidden. You got to figure it out and find stuff out. But in terms of gameplay wise, they're going to be a bit more intuitive and more clear on how you do things gameplay wise. Not saying that traditional Souls-likes like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, things like that weren't clear, because they definitely had their tutorial moments and things like that. But the fact that, a network test wasn't necessarily going to have that. In my opinion, none of the network tests did in previous games. So to me, I don't know why people expected that to a degree, because these are not like that, but the full game should have that. It's good news there. So looking forward to it. And the adjustments made, I wonder what it's going to be. I don't want them to nerf really anything or nerf too much. I hate when, in terms of like bosses getting nerfed, I kind of hate it unless it's something going on that's wrong that was not intended by the devs. I only like nerfs when it's something that's working the wrong way and is not working as intended from the devs, like game design, vision, and dream and all that stuff like that. But because if you want nerfs that's so bad in games like this, then at that point, I don't know, it defeats the purpose, or the devs should just add difficulty options. I don't know. It's just weird to me, but that's just my opinion. Still kind of looking forward to this. I'm hoping it's really good, and I will do some more coverage of it throughout the month here, because IGN's doing some stuff here. Their IGN first stuff. I'm gonna wait until maybe they get some more information out, because I've been showcasing off each class. I want to wait till that's more fleshed out a bit, and I'll probably do a big video about that, as well as a before you buy video, things like that. So stay tuned for that. What do you guys think about this, though, with them trying to make these adjustments based on feedback from the network test? Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next.